Hello, this is Roxanne from Bewitched. Wanted to touch base with everyone regarding what's kind of going on in the world. I know it seems like it can be really, really scary because we feel like we're getting information or we're getting the incorrect information or maybe not enough information. But this is a time where we really just need to kind of like bear medicine. Bear medicine is where you kind of go into your cave and kind of hibernate. But one thing I want you guys all to remember is, don't forget about your neighbors. A lot of us are in the grocery stores and we're trying to hoard all kinds of things. And we're forgetting about the person behind us in the aisle that maybe can only afford one pack of toilet paper or needs formula or different things. We're so consumed in ourselves and self-preservation that we're forgetting that there are people in this world that can't get those needs or maybe don't have the funds to get them. So I want you all to really think about that when you're at the stores and you see someone behind you. Think of them. This is a time where we really need to come together and, we need to laugh, we need to be happy. We can't sit in fear. So one of the things I tend to do when I get anxious or nervous is I go outside. Nature always made me feel comfortable and safe. So I would go outside. If it was raining, I'd play in the mud. I'd make all kinds of things. I'd go play in a tree. And I find that, our children don't really do that like we used to. And I know, I'm only 36 and I know there's a lot of people different ages that probably be tuning in. But I grew up my mom screaming my name to come in when the lights came on. And we just live in a different society where we're self-contained. We're always in the house watching social media on our phones. I'm a victim of it too. I kind of get caught up in that social media thing. I do a lot of business on that and it is addictive. And so when we have this week right now that we're in, they kind of want us in this like quarantine or stay home, we really should maybe put the phones down a little bit, get outside, put our hands in the dirt. I know, don't be using that Purell or that sanitizer. It's really important that, Mother Earth, we get our hands in there and really maybe go around the yard and show our kids or our dogs, or just talk to ourselves and see all the beautiful things that are growing beneath that beautiful earth that are rising from this winter, and see the beauty. A lot of times we're rushing to work or rushing our kids to school or different soccer games, and we forgot about this part of the season where things are emerging from what we call the cold season, the death season, the hibernation season, the bear season. And we don't get to smell the roses anymore. So maybe Mother Nature is teaching us something right now that we really need to get out there and see it, feel it. When I think of that, and even today my kids wanted to go out on the deck and they wanted to go outside and they wanted no jackets on and they wanted to take their socks off and their shoes, and I'm screaming at them, no, you have to put your socks and shoes on. There's a virus out there. And I'm going, whoa, what am I doing? I'm being this crazy mom screaming about a virus on my deck in the middle of Situate, and I didn't raise my kids like that. And I had to stop myself and say, okay, put your shoes on, put your socks on, put a sweater on, but go outside, run around, create forts on the deck or in the yard and get on the swing set and, not be fearful of it. Get that fresh air, put that sun on your skin. It's so important. So I know a lot of us are getting nervous that we're going to be housebound for weeks and weeks. And if we are, that's okay, because there are many, many things we can do without being, we're coming into spring. So it's, we're not in November, December, January. We're coming into the warmer elements and the temperatures. So in a way, that's a blessing, right? Some of the things that I have been reading about this virus is that it doesn't like the heat and it doesn't like, warm temperatures. So, I I truly believe in my heart that this is something that is going to come in and then it's going to go. But at the same time, let's make sure that we're not in fear and we're rising our vibration. Even if it's putting on your favorite song, maybe it's doing a dance party in your house, maybe it's just you and your cat, maybe it's you and your kids. We need to have fun and experience life and not worry about the fears that sit inside of us. I always say, turn that TV off. I've a lot of times throughout my life as a psychic and now as a medium, I turn the news off because it really does affect me. Nothing on there seems to be positive. And even on social media right now, everything is just fear driven. So if every one of us could, maybe do an inspirational video for all of us who maybe are going to stay on social media to stay connected to the world, let's raise that vibration by posting something positive or a mantra. I've seen some of my friends out there, they're doing free yoga stuff on their YouTube and different things. That's really what we want to see. We want to see people bringing together a community and, changing something that is looked at negatively and turning it positive, right? Because we want to attract positive things. Viruses and things like this are going to come and go. And long before, when we're deceased, right? This is, as they say, history repeats itself. There are different things that are going to keep emerging. The one thing we can learn is that the power of people is one of the most powerful things. And when you love one another is in your heart, can transmute and change anything. So my message to all of you is stop hoarding and think about your neighbor. Check on your neighbor. Call your friend and make sure, she has everything, or maybe, to see how her spirit is and she's feeling freaked out, say, hey, let's watch this funny movie today because, we want laughter. We want to raise that vibration. And the only way we can do it is by helping each other, not staying to ourselves. We just need to be in communication, but in a positive way. Don't call your friend and tell them, you think the world is going to end. And if you are that friend that's going to do that, hopefully you're calling a friend that's going to tell you it's not going to end and make you laugh and seem crazy, because maybe you are being crazy, and that's okay. Sometimes we need those friends that tell us we're completely nuts. But all this week I am going to try to get online and whether it's just talking about different subjects, not about this coronavirus, but maybe about some different subjects with gardening, herbs, different things you can use. Don't forget, sage is a natural disinfectant of bacteria, 99.8 I think percent. So keep burning your sage witches out there. And if there's any subjects or anything that you would like me to speak about, I would love to hear your comments, and I will definitely put that in my memo of things that I will, jump online and talk to you guys about. And I'd love to see some innovative ways that you're out there with your kids or yourself, whether it's taking a hike. I know a few of my friends out there were singing and hiking on Sunday. I think the Woodland Wanderers is their name. Giving them a little shout out. So great way to change the energy around everything that's going on. So let's keep it positive and let's just love one another. Till then, have a bewitching night.